Go.
Hello, it's Claire again, and this time I'm wearing modern clothes and I'm doing finger looping. Very simple medieval braid. It's used for tying braids onto hose, tying up hair, amusing small children. So you will need 3 colours. You'll need the odd colours on your index finger on your left hand and the little finger on the right hand. And there should also be 4 loops of a main colour. Da-da-da. I'm using linen, it's a lot easier with wool, but linen gives it finer. Right, and the basic pattern is 3 moves. And we'll get this done. Right, so it should look like that. And this loop here goes onto that finger. Then you put this finger through there and pick up the bottom loop. Then you swap over the odd colours. Then the middle loop onto the left hand, bottom loop onto the right hand, and swap. There are other ways of doing this, but this is the main pattern I know how to do. And you should just be able to see a pattern forming now. It's nice if you have a dull colour and then a bright colour and a pale colour inside, or similar. And they're just good fun to make. If you're making a really long one for tying up a roll mat or sheepskins, then it can be very hard to get the tension right. But something this sort of length would be great for tying up hair or just tying onto a belt. Lovely finger looping. So the dyes for this, the red could have come from a plant called madder, which would normally give an orange dye, but it depends how well you do it. And it can also come from cochineal, which is from beetles. The blue you'd get from woad, which dyes it green initially, and it comes into contact with the air, stinks and goes blue. And the green, there's just plenty of plants, including nettles, which can make a nice green dye. But linen's a lot harder to dye than wool, so you probably have done this with wool. A bit stronger as well, but that can end up very chunky. And you just keep going until you can't get your fingers through the loops very easily anymore, which will be a little while. Just hear the wardrobe rattling. And I've got my lovely cousin Drogo filming this. It's not just me who's medieval or technically advanced. Stupid wardrobe. Do it a bit slower. Through. And it just gives you some idea of the time needed. You can tie this to a tent peg or a hedge, or most medieval shoes are tied with leather thonging, so you can tie it to that as well. I'll do a little bit more and I will tie it off. Right, and I will just simply tie it in an overhand knot. and it looks like that.